The quieter you become, the more you are able to hear. That's the slogan of Kali Linux, which is basically a operating system for computers, for pen testing, penetration testing, for people that find security issues in networks, other computers, other devices, whatever, and then fix it. My point is, this slogan is so profound. It's very profound, and people are not aware. Nowadays, time, everything has to be fast, quick, loud, blinking, bah, 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 bah. Can you remember, I don't know, 10 years ago, maybe longer, even on the internet, when you were browsing some certain internet websites that even those flash stuff on it, sounds and blinking, blah, blah, blah. Everybody hated that. After some point, it got outdated, right? But nowadays, word is basically the same, but we aren't aware of it. Everything is blinking and sounds, and we need a little something to spike our dopamine, to have us interested in things. And this basically made us slaves of our dopamine and zombies, literal zombies. Are you aware that, for example, movies in which zombies are displayed oftentimes are made of people that have occult knowledge and are in the upper ranks of those kinds of cults? And this is just a depiction of us. They're making fun of us, the normal human being, because we are zombies for them. Because we lack awareness. So how do I mash this together? Silence, then flash on the internet, and zombie movies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if we don't gain more silence in our life through distance from nowadays entertainment, we evolve into zombies, literal zombies. And I'm living in a place where it's a bit more different than the rest of the world. It's the safest place in Europe, and it's a bit more like a community and different, but I'm very aware of how the world looks like. And nowadays world looks like this. Everybody's like this. Everybody's scrolling. Can remember a long time ago when I was a child, my grandma used to tell me that I should stop playing with the Game Boy. It's not good for me, and I didn't listen. She was right. Because she was one of the first generations that saw other people handle this bullshit. And she saw this addictive potential in that, right? Me playing with this Game Boy, playing my Pokemon. Good times though. I always was one of those Pokemon players who leveled up everybody of my team, and even the one in the boxes and stuff. I leveled everybody up. And then I had a friend who played that as well. He was playing the other out. He was just leveling one of his team as high as he can, and then he was playing the game with one of his team. That was, how stupid. Come on. Bit off topic here. My point is, we need to come back into silence. We need to come back to silence, bring silence into our life. And some of you might be aware that I have this meditation YouTube channel that I don't take care of at the moment because it's just a hobby. I can meditate for myself. It's like going to the church. I don't have to go to church in order to show everybody how much I believe in God. I can pray by myself. All right? But I will continue. Point is, if you don't abstain from nowadays technology and entertainment and phone and screen time and scrolling and look at this and another reel and sending this reel to a friend and share button and liking, and you're a zombie. Because I think everybody's aware that nowadays the data that social media companies gather from us are literally used in order to have a customer profile, in order to then show us the perfect advertisement, in order to then make us spend money on their platforms or on the advertisement on their platforms. So we are farmed, we are getting farmed. We think it's something good to be on social media and to follow and to do whatever. And it's, well, it's not. Think about it. You're getting farmed. And for me as a creator, I'm perfectly aware that my job is to bring people to this platform and hold them as long as I can on this platform. Because the longer I have made people here, being here, staying here, watching here on this platform, the higher the possibility that this platform is making money from your eyeballs, right? And I, at the moment, don't want to cut my videos in certain ways and put music in there and lots of B-rolls and everything that makes you have dopamine spikes. Most people won't even watch until here because, oh man, it's just watching. I need a harder hit, right? I need something more I cannot focus on this video if there's not a picture. Like nowadays, videos, if you compare it to books, have to have picture on each side for people to be interested. And this big of letters. Everything else is, it's so hard to digest, right? And I say it in a sarcastic tone, but actually it's sad. People are lost very much in entertainment. I know I'm repeating myself, but you have to get your head out of your ass, brother. It's very, very important. Be sovereign again. Turn your phone off every once in a while, just like so, and then sit and think. Turn your TV off, your phone off, fold your laptop for a while, and then sit and think. Sometimes I watch my phone and do nothing and think because I'm aware I should do that. I sit down here. I have this weird habit to not sit on my sofa sometimes, even though it's super comfy and I love it. Sometimes I sit here on the ground and think. Just thinking, doing nothing, because a lot of answers are found in stillness. Right? Stillness, doing nothing, being aware, stillness, awareness, those kinds of things are keys to reality and to be able to gain more knowledge and have a leverage over other people, because awareness of oneself, not only that, but awareness grants us so much. For me personally, for example, in terms of social situations, certain cues, body posture, the way people express themselves, those cues are usually not aware for people that are just lost in scrolling and phone time and but if you stand out and turn your TV off and be more yourself, it's like everybody's wearing glasses but you don't. It's literally a superpower. And maybe this is why it's so hard sometimes for me to connect to people. I mean, I get this compliment that I have great social skills every once in a while, and that I have a great energy. And yeah, it's true, and I love that. I love being around people and I love people, but at the same time, I see people, right? And I know, because the more aware you are, you see those little things that shine through in normal situations that people aren't even aware of, A, and B, would hide if they could, but they aren't aware that they show that. For example, I can see men when they watch porn. Like, it's very obvious to me in their behavior. Or like this attention span, or when a person doesn't want to speak anymore, wants to leave the situation. I see that in other people, but wants to be there in just to show or just to act like I want to be here, I don't want to be rude. You can see that. And then the other person that's talking to the person doesn't see that. Like those kinds of things, there's much more to that. But just to give you some examples, those things you see, the more you are aware and the more quiet you are, right? Coming back to the beginning. And that's the funny stuff. Now it's getting funny. Doing nothing is actually demands effort. Why? Because our ego wants us to fidget. Our ego wants us to do stuff. Our ego wants us to move. Our ego wants us to think. Our ego wants us, and doing nothing becomes a task then. But the more we do nothing, just closing eyes, thinking, breathing, the less we are a zombie. And I don't want to connect to people that are stuck in their phone. And for example, right now, I date every once in a while. I talk, meet with women, and they are hit a lot, with, especially Instagram and scrolling, and yeah. But I don't want to point fingers here. Same bullshit for men, right? But this video is not intended for pointing fingers at others or whatever. It's just a little wake up call. Don't be a zombie. Be sovereign. You can actually turn your phone off, turn your TV off, and be for a while without music, without nothing. Because this is, and those moments are where truth reveals to us, right? Truth is hidden in silence. I just came up with this. I will Google this right after this video. And if I cannot find somebody that said this before, this is my first quote I really like for myself. Maybe I will tattoo it on me. Truth is hidden in silence. Alright? So this video is quite long already. This is it. Thank you for listening. Stay strong. See you in the next one.